Hello, good afternoon. Marissa here with Bob Johnson's Computer Stuff. Today we're going to show you how to modify a CF19 X-strap to fit on your CF30 and your CF31. Basically, when you buy the X-strap we have on our website, it comes with those rings, and this is the attachment that goes for the CF19s. So you're going to have to remove the silver. So you just have to make sure, so you're going to be needing some tools. So you have your X-strap. Tools that I found that was easier to use was a, this is called, I believe, is a needle nose plier and a wire cutter. And we can cut it by holding in and then just using the wire cutters. As you see, I don't have the strength in my hands to do that, so I asked Bob to do it, and he did for me, and he just cut it, and we just have to remove this. If you don't have these tools, you can use a, like this one, because this just looks cool, is a hacksaw, and you can just very careful saw this through it, but be careful not to cut the material that you have here. So we're going to remove these because Bob was nice enough to get them cut it for me. And I think just remove one. We have 4 of them, so you're going to do that 4 times. And I should have removed 3, just had 1 done, but now 2. And you have another one here. Like I said, just be careful when you're removing this to don't break the fabric that is holding. This one is really there. Wish you had cut a little better, it'd be easier to remove. Okay, that one is not coming out. And of course, this is our last one. Okay, I'm going to need some help here. Maybe Bob can give me a hand and remove this one because I just can't get it off. So, if Bob can be kind enough to try to remove this, it's too big. I can remove, and then I can, while Ed is helping me up here, I'll show you the tools that we're going to be needing. We're going to be needing 4 of the D-rings that we're going to be used to connect. So we have 4 D-rings. Thanks, Ed.
Hey, you're welcome.
There's the 4th one, and Ed to the rescue. So we're going to use 4 D-rings. And then I went to the hardware store, and I found this that is some quick links. And this happens to be 1/8 of an inch. And I'm going to be using them. I also had tried before, when a customer called in inquiring about how to, I had just used the regular keychain rings. And that was one way that you could do it, to connect the X-strap. And another one, if you really just need something real fast, you just can use the, forgot the name of those damn things. So you can use this. And I'm going to show you how is it done now. We're also going to need a knife. I'll show you where you need the knife for. So we have our tools here, and of course a Phillips screwdriver. I have a CF31 here, and they have 2 little screws in the front here that typically you can put your stylus, the tether that holds your stylus. So we're going to remove them from here, and we're going to use the same screws. Probably your CF31 is not going to come with the screws in the back. That is going to be here. So you want to go to your hardware store and try to purchase the same size screws like we have in the front. So we're going to remove these. And then we're going to remove this, and we're going to remove the other side. go. Then just lift this up. You can also use a flathead screwdriver to do that. Put in there, and then this is where we're going to put the D-ring. See how it fits right there? And I use the screws. So first we install the D-rings. You're going to need 4 of them. Take them. And like I say, just take the screws with you to the hardware store and try to match them up for the back. So you need 2 here. And then I'm going to also put 2 on the other side. There you go. And I happen to have some extra screws laying around from some CF31 parts. We just want to screw that in here. Go. And we're going to put the other one on the other side. And when you get the D-ring, make sure that you get the same size that will fit on the CF30 and the CF31. They are the same size for both units. So that we're going to do, so that's how you get the laptop. So the laptop is all set now. Go and get the X strap. And we're going to attach the D-links, the quick link here, and to the D-ring. And we're just going to screw this in. Okay. You just work it on the other side. You're going to do the same. And then of course the other 2. And I think I put this upside down. So it's just this way will fit better. Okay. There we go. I just need to attach the front. And your last one in the front here. Just lift this up a bit easier to work with. You just need to screw this back in. There you go. Now make sure that you have your screws nice and tight because you don't want you to hold there and end up dropping your laptop. They are tough. And there you go. You have your X strap from your CF19. Now we modify that to fix your CF31. And I have a CF30 here that you're going to do about the same thing. And they have the same things in the back. Some of them will have this covered on the 30. 31, sometimes they have two. It's just you're going to use your knife and remove this cover, and then you can attach the D-ring right there. And then the other D-ring will go right there. Just remove from here. Some CF30 will come with that D-ring on the back, but not all of them. So if you're going to buy, you want to buy 4 of the D-rings. And when you go to a hardware store, you want to match this screw that is in here with an additional screw for you, because that will work in the back. The CF19 is not going to work. It's too small, so it was not, for that. So you're going to need, from your hardware store, be 2 extra screws and 4 of the quick links. We do have the extra for the CF19 on our website. I believe they go for $9.99. I hope that this can help you. If you like, go to our channel. We are on YouTube. We are on Facebook. Get that thumbs up for us. And this was a request for a customer, and there we go. Now you have. Just go to your hardware store and buy some things, and you'll be able to modify your CF19 X strap to fit on your CF31 or in your CF30. Just don't drop your laptop. Have a nice day.